Hi and welcome to my slug tubes. So what we're doing by here now, we're going to cut some tubes, probably about 2.5 inches long. You could cut them a bit longer if you want, but the purpose of these is a bit of an experiment where I will wrap them in copper and pop them in the ground. As you watch through the video now, as I'm doing by here, cut it off, wrap the copper mesh, open it up and wrap it around. And hopefully this is going to be a deterrent to stop slugs growing up. As you'll see later on in the video, it'll come on a bit more clearer what you actually do. So as you see, pop it straight into the pop. These are broccoli plants, by the way. So just pop it in, squeeze it down, make sure the bottom's nice and flat. Don't leave any sort of air. I didn't leave any sort of gaps in there. If I'd actually thought, I would have put it in my potting tray to start with. So I just fill it up and rub it into the bottom. And that's basically, in a nutshell, your little plant pot, but with a mesh guard on the side, hopefully stop the slugs crawling up. So right down, I cut about 20 of these. They're 1.75 inch tube drain pipes. Was it 2 inch? No, they're 2-inch pipes. They're just down pipe there, and cut them all roughly around about the same length. I wasn't really in the end. I was, as long as they're roughly about 2.5-3 inches. Could go longer. It all depends how much you want, how high you want to use them in your plot. So come this point, I realised then a different idea. So what I do is just wrap it around and then just fold it over the top. A lot easier, and when the soil's in, it just gives that little bit of extra holding it down. So there they are. By here now, you don't have to use this, you can use anything. I use by here an older oldie, what's it now? Can't think of the word of it. Yogurt pot. Use just a Kefir yogurt pot, cut the bottom off. Exactly the same principle. Put some mesh around it. It actually works a bit better, it does, because it was a nice wider pot. But they all do the same thing. You can use anything you want, in a nutshell. Now you just wrap mesh around it, pop out your plants. I had a lot of broccoli plants to plant, you see. I think I had about 15, something like that, 15 to 20, and this is without what I already got in. So what I'm going to do by here now is just carry on filling them up. And as you can see, nice firm bottom on it, and they go in nicely. Make sure it's got a good bit of soil on there, no air bubbles or anything like that. Make sure it's pushed down nicely for when you'll see what happens out in the allotment, because these are some I had in little pots, and found that good for growing them on. Little pots, just nice little sized plants, bring them out, bring them into these. Hopefully now they will not get eaten by the slugs. So here we are, they're nearly all together. Another bit of a copper. I coppered them all, so I'm hoping that we don't have any nibblers. So there they all are, ready to go. And leaving the garden, and there's the allotment plot where they're going. So they all are ready. Boiling hot day as well. So this is how I do it. I got my sheet in, I've got a hole in it. Make sure it's all nice and loosened underneath. They'll all get watered in. And that's it. Just pop them in. And hopefully the slugs will go up to them and be deterred by the copper. I do a lot of experiments. I like to see if things work out, because the problem I think I got is that the slugs are coming from under the black stuff, where it's nice and damp and moisture. So there we are. And that is basically all you do with them. Just pop them into the ground. You don't have to do the black stuff. And there they all are, all planted in with the other broccoli and the peas. And fingers crossed, all covered next to the carrots, parsnips. And fingers crossed. See you on the next one. Well, this is day 2, so I popped over the allotment now to give them some water. And they've perked up a lot, and no slug damage so far, so it's looking good. The others have been still attacked, but these haven't. And we've got one there which hasn't really grown, popped back up that well. It was a bit dead before I put it in, but they're looking quite healthy. So this might be a bit of a result, but check out again tomorrow. See you again.